Merry Adventures of Robin Hood, Chapter 11 continued. At last, Guy of Gisborne made a deadly thrust at Robin. Robin leaped back lightly, but his heel caught in a root. He fell heavily. The other leaped at him with a grin of rage on his face. Guy of Gisborne stabbed fiercely, but Robin caught the blade in his hand and turned the point away. The point plunged deep into the ground beside Robin. He leapt to his feet with his sword in his hand. Robin's sword passed through Guy of Gisborne's body. He spun on his heel and fell upon his face on the green turf. Then Robin Hood cleaned his sword. Since the Sheriff of Nottingham has sent one like him against me, I will put on this fellow's garb. Then I will go and see if I can find his worship. As he strode along the roads, men and women and children hid away from him. The terror of Guy Gisborne's name and his doings had spread far and near. While Robin was occupied so, Little John fell into trouble while attempting to help a widow and her sons. The Sheriff of Nottingham took him prisoner after Little John's bow snapped in his hands. I will not wait for the hanging of this rogue, said the sheriff. They sat him on a horse with his face towards the tail. The sheriff and his men led the horse to the tree from which they planned to hang Little John. One of the sheriff's men cried out, "Your worship, is that fellow coming along toward us the one you sent to seek Robin Hood?" "How now?" yelled the sheriff when Robin Hood had come close in Guy of Gisborne's clothes. "Why, man, your clothes are all over blood. If you don't like my clothes, you may shut your eyes," said Robin in a harsh voice. "The blood upon me is that of the most wicked outlaw that ever trod the woodlands." Little John spoke for the first time since he had fallen into the sheriff's hands. "Truly, you are not a fit tool for this coward sheriff of Nottingham. Now I die joyfully, for life is nothing to me." The sheriff laughed out loud for joy. "This is a good day. Ask what you will of me, Guy of Gisborne, and it is yours." "As I have slain the master, give me this fellow's life into my hands, Sir Sheriff," said Robin. "You are fool, but I have promised you shall have him. Take the rogue down and lean him against yonder tree. I will show you how we stick a poker where I come from." While the men were doing that, Robin strung both his bow and that of Guy Gisborne, but no one noticed. "Fall back," Robin ordered the men. "Farther." Many turned their faces away. He spoke to Little John in a low tone. "Yonder, just in front of you, lie my bow and arrow and my broadsword. Take them when I cut your bonds. Now quick." He cut the bonds, and quick as a wink, Little John leapt forward. At the same time, Robin Hood threw back the hood of horsehair that hid his face. He bent Guy Gisborne's bow with barbed arrow fitting the string. "Stand back," he cried sternly. "I have killed your man, Sheriff. Take heed that it is not your turn next." Robin Hood roared the sheriff. He wheeled his horse in the road and went off in a cloud of dust. Little John twanged his bowstring when the sheriff dashed in through the gates of Nottingham, a gray goose shaft